Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to the Hard Mode Challenge. In the last episode, we vanquished yet another killer Bearyena. It was all thanks to our brave and strong warriors, of course, but also thanks to our friendly Bearyena. Not only did he do quite a bit of damage on the normal Bearyena that was roaming through this grass too, but he also intimidated the killer Bearyena to the point where our warriors never even took a single lick of damage. So now we have a brand new little Bearyena cub to raise too. And beyond that, we're hoping that today is going to be the day that Tabby finally gives us the full hybrid baby we've been waiting for. It's all up to whether or not she's going to pass that Bearyena snout to her babies, because we're guaranteed to see it from the father. So hopefully the Crackerjaw is going to be a little bit easier to breed out of her line than the derp snout was for our other Bearyena family. So we'll try to take care of this a day as fast as possible because I'm super excited to see what baby is going to show up in that nest. So I think a good place to start would probably be with little Iroh and Sage, because it seems as if they have been ambushed overnight by yet another one of those pesky Bearyenas. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like this one is one of the killer Bearyenas, because they are much, much smaller. But let's see if there are any little surprises waiting in the grass. Oh my gosh, we actually have a third friendly Bearyena on the island? Seriously? I don't think we've ever had so many before. And I don't see any others around the island either, so it seems like all of the action is truly taking place over on this side of the island. And we also have a rogue male wandering in the grass too, so we'll want to keep an eye on him. I don't think we have too many unprotected females in the area, aside from rarely. So maybe it would be a good idea for her to come down here anyway, because she might need to help out her brother. He was never really a warrior after all, though he does have quite a high attack strength. He's always been more interested in digging up his roots, so he doesn't have much experience to lend in this situation, but let's see if he can take care of the Bearyena in one go. There we go. Alright, Iroh, so I guess you knew a little bit more than you were letting on. Though to be fair, in the Deadly Hills, if you're not a strong member of the tribe, you're probably not going to last very long. So he had to learn the ways of the warrior very quickly when he was young, and I'm sure he's going to be willing to pass those lessons onto little Sage as well. Now he knows how important it is to keep these healing fruits safe that his mother left for him when she passed away. But we're going to need somebody to get down here and say hello to our new friendly Bearyena too. So I wonder if maybe Comet or Amelia, though she's getting super close to the end of her lifespan. In fact, we might just want to have her dig up the extra roots that we have lying around, and we'll send Comet out to see how far he can get. I don't think he'll be able to get to the Bearyena's side, but maybe if we have him circle around this way, we can ensure that the Bearyena won't escape on us. I wonder if they would try to go to one of these islands, because I do know that the Bearyenas can stay in some of the shallow portions of the ocean. So if this poor little guy is particularly scared of our tribe, he might try to escape on us. So we'll want a lot of creatures around to try to soothe him. Are there any roots up this way that Amelia might be able to dig up too? Yeah, here we go. There's one little extra root down here next to all of those poison berries. So at least that's something that you can give to Comet before you pass away. And now it seems that poor Lander has gotten separated from his sister. He was actually following very close behind Tabby because he loves the way that she's able to hide in that tall grass. He wants to be just like her when he grows up. I think he actually does have his third jump too, so hopefully that is going to happen sooner rather than later. I guess that's why he's still carving his pathway through the tall grass, because he's trying to be super stealthy. Maybe he could even help take her children off on grand adventures in the future. Now, do you guys have anything else to pick up over here? Oh my goodness, I forgot about all of those roots. Pebbleheart, you are going to have an absolute feast. And so is your father too. If we scoot him down to this tile maybe, that way Cupcake could still use this nest if she wants to. I think we'll wait a little bit longer for them to have another baby. We were hoping that Danger could start a family with Green Glacier instead, so I think we'll save the babies for this side of the family for now. I don't think we have too much to do with their mutation menus. Glacier's is already set up because we needed to change that for her previous babies. And then as far as Danger goes, I guess that infertility trait could pose an issue, so we might want to place the largest fertility gene that we have in his first slot, and then I guess just the ram horns in his second slot, so hopefully his babies will be able to protect the rest of the tribe too. This is going to be our band of rainbow warriors if all goes well. So we'll have Glacier go ahead and place her nest right down on top of that stump, and then hopefully Danger will be able to pick up some extra berries to feed her in the meantime. This is a very familiar place for Glacier. I think she probably prefers to keep her nests right on top of those stumps, because she knows she can keep a very, very good watch over all of her babies, as long as she's up high. Just like how Lucy is keeping watch over the tide pools, to see if there's anything delicious that they can scoop up. But so far it looks like there's only one lone bunny on the shores. So Lucy, maybe you could wrap your way around the island, go into some of this tall grass, and just bide your time, because we might be able to surprise the bunny if we're lucky. Maybe he won't even notice that you're there. And how's everything on Crackerjaw Island? It looks like you guys still have your little Crabbit friend, so I'm glad to see that he hasn't, oh my gosh, left you just yet. Who on earth are you, little one? Oh my goodness, did he like come in from the ocean? We have a brand new migrating member of the tribe to invite. Well, okay, maybe Ember could do the honors. We'll bring him over here, and as long as he doesn't run away, then we should be able to offer up a little bit of extra food, so you might be able to travel along with us. Little Roku. He has 9 days remaining on his lifespan, so he has really been traveling a very, very long way. And did I see? He actually has the water potty in his genetics too? Oh, that is very, very mysterious. Yeah, I bet he came from a far-off island full of all sorts of water genes. And that's why he seems to love the ocean so much. So maybe now would be a good time for us to return to the mainland, and we'll see if we can find little Roku a mate too. We have had quite a few females born lately, so I'm sure somebody out there would be a good match, and we'll bring along our little Crabbit friend too. Are you particularly good at cracking open shells? Nope, unfortunately not, but I wasn't expecting too much. He doesn't have the nimble fingers or the Crackerjaw to help him, so Crackerjaw Island might not have been the best place for him to settle down. Let's have Otter scoot over to the other nest. That way her mother should be able to scoop up plenty of berries. And we'll have Sandwich do the same, of course. I think we're going to want them to find some larger berry bushes to pick from. A larger group anyway, just like we have over here with the bunnies. We haven't had too much luck passing the toxic body onto their babies. Oh, wait a second. Chip passed away. Oh, I didn't even notice with all of the commotion in the north. Oh no, poor little Chip. Well, he's certainly had a very, very full life, so I'm sure he wasn't sad. And he knows that his sons are going to be taking very good care of this healing fruit too, as they share food with Rihanna, who is, as always, doing an excellent job picking up her acorns. So we'll have Sandwich stray away from the healing fruit for a little while, since we know that Baron is definitely big enough to take care of himself. We'll just have him use all of those nimble fingers to scoop up as much food as he can, so all of our brand new babies will have nice full bellies. And this is it, guys. The moment of truth. Are we going to see our very first full hybrid baby? Oh my gosh, it actually happened. It's a little male baby too. Oh, he looks absolutely menacing. The 2 Bearyena claws, the Bearyena snout, and those giant ears as well. So he's going to be able to hear very, very well into the tall grass to keep all of his family members safe. I like that he even has the stinky tail in his genetics. That must be... Wait a second, where did that even come from? Would that actually be the Bearyena? Do the Barienas have like stinky tails in their genetics usually? Oh, that is very strange. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind because if we could possibly pull that onto some of our babies, that would be very nice. Yeah, he's the only one who's carrying the stinky tail right now, so go figure. The next name on my list is Dandelion. So welcome to the tribe, little one. As the very first of our full hybrids, I know you're going to have quite the interesting role to play. The one unfortunate bit is that he is actually completely infertile. So unfortunately, he received that from both his mother and his father. Though he did place the normal fertility into Tabby's mutation menu, maybe we'll want to place it in there again just so it's a little bit more likely that it'll pop up on her babies, because we still want to be able to breed these hybrids too. That way all of their lines can continue on strong. But our third Bearyena cub seems to be making his way over to all of our other Bearyena friends. So I guess he actually does have quite a bit of support here. He won't feel out of place with so many friendly faces watching out for him. Now Sage, I know, is quite eager to start clearing out this area. Even though he only has his second gem right now, he wants to make sure that everything is safe and sound by these healing fruits. And let's make sure that that rogue male is far away from us too. He hasn't really been poking around our tribe. Okay, and that's because he's kind of looped around to catch us off guard. So Hero, maybe you could intimidate this creature for us? Oh, he's even sick too. Yeah, we don't want this guy hanging around. He could end up getting our creatures sick if he settles down by them overnight. So that's one way to make sure that that never happens. And that leaves little Tabby free to hopefully return to her Bearyena's side. Let's have her scoot right over here since Orion is keeping a very close watch over the baby. Then she can breed with the Bearyena, and as soon as that pesky Dodomingo leaves our nest alone, now we can steal it for ourselves. Yeah, that Dodomingo is quite the nuisance. I guess he's kind of going to be our Bearyena's pet, because he seems like he is here to stay. With so many nests in the area, you can only imagine that this would be paradise for a Dodomingo. Now Comet, while I know he is very sad over the passing of his mother and his father from the episode before, maybe chasing bunnies through the tall grass would be just what you need to take your mind off of it. And we might want to have Kiba return to his son's side too. We could bring him up this way, past our brand new Bearyena friend, so he can help his son Sage clear out the area by the healing fruits. And Lander, meanwhile, I might actually leave you out here in the tall grass as our extra line of defense. I know you have bunnies that you could potentially scoop up, but more than that, we want to make sure that the Bearyenas aren't going to get too close to our new babies. So we need to light up as much as we can. Oh, Cupcake, I think you may have missed your chance. Well, I mean, technically you can still get this bunny, but you did lose all of those delicious berries in the process. That's okay though. We do still have plenty of little roots to dig up with you guys, and we have some grass to clear out too, so we know this new nursery will be super, super safe. And now we have a brand new warrior in the nest. Okay, so he did keep the toxic body and his inactive traits, and that's all thanks to his father. But unfortunately, he only has the medium body to show for it. That means he'll be a little bit faster than some of his siblings, and his claws will keep him strong, and his spots remind me quite a bit of the twins over by the berry bushes, Little Hunter and Fable. So maybe he's another creature who's going to want to follow Lucy off on her journeys, and see if he can find some delicious bunnies to bring back to his family. But the next name on my list is Zaid. So welcome to the tribe, little one, and hopefully someday you will help us breed our line of rainbow warriors. We should definitely have them try again, since Green Glacier only has a couple days remaining on her lifespan. I know she doesn't like to remove herself from her precious tree stump. but desperate times call for desperate measures. Oh, and there's some more of those pesky bunnies. You're a little bit too far away, Lucy, but I think you should still be able to chase it down for us, and you can pick up that meat on the next turn. That way Fable actually has some berries to pick, because you know how frustrated he gets when they steal them all from him. Oh no, is that our little crabbit friend? Well, he's awfully far away. Okay, phew. I thought our little crabbit friend may have passed away in the meantime. Though that means, Baron, that you can at least scoop that up for the extra food, as we potentially look into picking off that pesky bunny over by Bearyena. Oh my gosh, you have so many bunnies over here. I wonder if maybe our water-bodied friend could come help you out? Let's see. Their immunity genes do line up perfectly, so perhaps we'll want you two to meet. First, of course, we're going to have to make our way over there, and thankfully with his frog toes, he should be pretty quick about hopping his way through the water, so we might have him light up his pathway through the sea. Not too deep, of course, because unlike his ancestors, he can't exactly breathe underwater, but I still think that would be really, really fun to breed into the tribe, because we have so many places for them to investigate down here. I bet there's probably a lot of food that we just haven't seen, because we haven't taken a look in the deepest portions of the ocean yet. So let's scoot you over here for now, just in case any little leeches come to eye you up. Then we should be able to have somebody like Otter maybe swoop in and save the day. Now that she's grown her second gem, she might even be able to help out with this bunny issue. I mean, she is so quick on her feet. And thanks to those lovely antlers, she can actually take the bunnies down in one swoop. So I think we should probably be able to salvage most of our food over here. But that was the last of our turns, so let's see if we can get lucky again and find yet another hybrid baby in our nest by all of the Barienas. Oh no, unfortunately not. Though, is that another Bearyena? Another mother Bearyena and a cub? Oh my gosh, you guys. 4 friendly Barienas? Okay, there is no way that I'm going to be able to tell all of these little Barienas apart, especially now that they're starting to grow up. I guess we'll just have to go based on the ages of the Barienas, because we know the oldest one is the one who's Tabby's mate. But Orion, you can easily take down this Bearyena in 2 swipes even. That way you can still pick up the meat, and then maybe Reese could do the honors this time and say hello to our 4th friendly Bearyena of this side of the island. Like, this is seriously just Bearyena Central. This is where they were all hiding, I guess. So it should be super, super easy for us to keep the Bearyena snout in our genetics. I mean, aside from that, we do now have access to it in our mutation menu, since Dandelion was born with it the other day. But let's take a look at his genetics, because I do want to see if he has, no, the stinky tail hidden away. He at least has the normal fertility, so that worked out for us. And he has some pretty good genetics otherwise. Normal blood clotting, normal eyesight. So he should be a pretty good creature just to breed in general, to make sure that the Bearyena genetics stay strong. The next name on my list is Benedict, which sounds like a super regal Bearyena name to me. So welcome to our tribe, little one, and I'm sure you're going to do very well befriending all of these Bearyena cubs. They'll need some extra little friends to play with after all. It'll be nice if they have somebody to follow behind who looks so much like they do. But more than that, any kid would just love the chance to fool around and play. The shells in the water might be of interest to our youngest members of the tribe too. And thankfully their mother should be able to scoop them up with ease, so we'll have her keep a close eye out for more of those in the future. I bet Dandelion especially is going to really love collecting those if he can. It'll be a little bit trickier for him to do so. Okay, wait a second. I think Tabby is going to have to swipe that leech up before it gets to her. There we go. Good thing she's so vigilant. You know, I'm not even sure that we need so many warriors out here anymore, because all of these Bearyenas are going to be able to help keep us protected from dangers in the future. So we might want to consider spreading our creatures out. That way we can cover even more of the island, and we can gather more food for bigger families. I know that Iroh and Kiba are going to want to stay right here to help Sage out with this mission. We'll have Iroh gather all of those delicious roots that he loves so much, while Kiba carves out more of the grass. And then perhaps Comet and Rarely could start extending off toward this tree again, so they can see if there's anything left for them to discover way out here, aside from the moles anyway. I have a feeling you're probably going to scare that little guy away before you can swipe it up from behind. And this time we do still have a couple of berries left on this bush, so Ducro, you might want to scoot on up here before it's too late. It does seem like your little bunny friends are still eyeing the place up, trying to steal whatever little morsels they can for themselves. Though to be fair, your bunnies have been very, very kind to you too, leading you toward the roots and the meat, so we can't stay too mad at them for stealing berries every now and then. But it's nice to see another baby over here who has the big nose, because that'll help her brother if he's going out trying to find some bunnies maybe, or even just hunt down the Bearyenas. The next name on my list is Luna, so welcome to the tribe, little one. And with the toxic body still tucked away in her inactive traits, we're one step closer to seeing our rainbow warriors come to life. I feel like we should probably bring some of our digging pod creatures out this way too. Maybe that's what Pebbleheart could do on the next turn. We'll have him start trying to find some areas of his own to settle down in. His father has their current home pretty well taken care of, so if he wants to find his own place to settle down, he's going to need to move on. And since this is Green Glacier's very final day, I think we'll go ahead and have her breed one last time with Danger, and then he can scoop up his very last berries too. I know it's going to be a sad occasion for them, but Danger at least is very close, so we can keep a watch over their babies, and we know that those pesky bluebirds won't be coming down to steal them anytime soon. I think we only have one left in our skies. Oh no, there's two over here, and they're hovering above the area where we've seen so many bunnies in the past. We haven't seen them swoop down for food in quite a while though, so I feel like they're probably getting a little bit restless. But we want to bring Roku all the way over to Rihanna next, so hopefully you guys can keep up with him. Ember would do a good job picking up the acorns over there too, so this is probably the perfect journey for him to tag along on. In fact, on the next turn, I do believe Roku is going to be able to come over here to meet Rihanna at last. And they have lots of little permanent nests to use to their advantage, so I bet they're going to have a nice big family together, with plenty of healing fruits around them too to keep them all nice and healthy. But now with the last of our poison berries scooped up with all of our nimble fingers, yeah, we need a little bit more to work with, I think. Oh my goodness, one of the clown koi again! Oh, we haven't seen those in so long. And honestly, usually by the time we find them, they're actually like dead in the water. So it might be nice to bring some of our clawed creatures to the streams too, to see if they have a little bit more luck scooping up those very, very quick fish. But we should be ready to skip the turn now. So one last time, let's go over to Green Glacier to see what her final baby is going to look like. A nice, strong warrior, just like so many of her other children. All the double claws, the big body. Yeah, she's going to be able to watch after her older siblings with no trouble whatsoever. The next name on my list is Raveneye, which is a very mysterious name for this little baby. So welcome to the tribe, little one. And in the next episode, we'll see if we can possibly weasel that equally mysterious water body and the platypus beak too. Oh my gosh, I almost missed that. That would also be pretty excellent for any water-bodied line. So now that our hybrids are pretty well taken care of, it'll be fun to see what other crazy mixes of genetics we can discover. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys!